Hi YEEEE. We live YEEEE. Today we FTRY a new farm sim. Cannot wait, love. Hehe. Hopefully I won't lose my voice again today. Oh, and sending notifies after the ad.
How are we all doing
Love.
today?
Oh Twitchy hello. Me doing well. How about you, love?
Twitchy Dibbles says, I'm good too, just a little tired smile. Twitchy Dibbles says, excited to see what this game is like. I love farming sims.
Okay, notify sent here again 3. As a cozy game-specific channel, I love trying many. Love. I played a lot of Mystery Live. And plan to bring more. Love. This one specifically has a very good setting. So hopefully you all will like it. Love.
Twitchy Dibbles says, less than 3. The setting is often what makes them stand out, I think, otherwise they are often very similar.
Yeah, the Stardust syndrome.
Twitchy Dibbles says, yes.
It's hard at times to find new unique ones. But the ones that exist are very cool. Love. But okay, I'm biased as I started with Story of Seasons XD. Mineral Town is just too cute for me to match.
Twitchy Dibbles says, I don't think I've played it.
Oh, you def should. Story of Seasons are peak farm experience. Starto was heavily inspired by that series, Love.
Twitchy Dibbles says, I'm watching the trailer, it does look adorable.
HMHM. Mineral Town is a bit old but still very unique. Grand Bazaar is the new one they remade and is amazing to play. I truly recommend it. Love.
SYLViE is unfortunately chronically ill, so cannot speak by voice too much. She'll answer to chat as soon as possible via TTS. Oh.
Load too many hours on it. Thank you bot XD.
Twitchy Dibbles says, I'll put them in my black hole of esteem wish list. Twitchy Dibbles says, haha.
Way too long of a wish list. XD. Let's not talk about backlog. Mine is huge. Kinda embarrassing XD.
Twitchy Dibbles says, same, and I keep going back to games I've already played instead of trying new ones. Helios Abyss Watcher says, I'm here. Helios Abyss Watcher says, late but I'm here. Twitchy Dibbles says, hello. Says, hi.
Welcome! Welcome! You're feeling good! Go ahead, why you getting answer?
Helios Abyss Watcher says, we are ready.
I can't wait to see how this game is. Hopefully I don't lose Oh my voice today.
Ah. Vocalize.
Heliosibus Watcher says, right.
Voice check. XD.
So I want to talk to the watcher. I'm free the game. You're enjoying everything. Even if I talk like that. Okay, let's see. It should be running. I believe it should be running. Yeah, okay. It's running. Yucky. It's on the VT. Here you go. Yeah. Oh. Okay, here we are. We are not racing for working. Game Daka. Wait, yeah. Okay, so here. Okay. It's time! It's time! It's time! Okay, before I need to go.
Heliosibus Watcher says, for what?
Okay, so it's a big okay. Yes, okay, I have a feeling here. My here. Here. Okay. I don't have to go. Oh, you come outside. You're fucking tired. You don't do my son to fail. I want to feed you guys. I want to feed you guys. Can I get them? I actually I can't have a feeling, sir. Okay, I'll go by your letter. Okay, no, I'm not going to go, sir. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes, sir. is waiting for you for more. Look. Je kan je lekker hier. Je doet dat ze daar hier. Je doet daar hier. Nog, je doet daar hier. Ja, ja. Ah, so you're
This
awake.
watcher says, already? That was a Fozzer game. Twitchy Dibbles says, speedrun.
Speedrun dying. My truck is alive, yo. Ah, you're awake. I'm alright. Where are you from? Are you using a finger game? I don't know. Hey, Hafi, are you getting that is so, dangerous. Yet, you just rushing empty handed. You've got forgotten. No, it's just a survivor. You seem to think to be right. Very impressive. Why are you hungry? I am a lot of my embarrassing to geven. You see, and business, if they were, I was probably dead by my house, I think not. Oh, could be a way there, nothing like it. I don't think I would have survived. Thank you very much. Oh, heb je niet? Je was echt fierce. Dat is hij gewoon van. Niet zo wie, hij had je wel gezien. Oh, dat is wauw, ja, wist je. Ja, wist je wat hij. Ja, wist je. Hello. Waar raak je het toe losgaan? Nou, dat is ja, pa. How are you feeling now, younger one?
Remember to be kind to each other, dear buns. Ovino, follow the rules so we all can have the best experience possible. If in doubt, you can find the rules in our panels or in the live description.
Think about that. I'm feeling okay, I think so. Don't make up that, it is almost people, sir. Your sweet little letter, you can do that. I'm really asking someone to examine you other than some way of face. You're perfectly fine. How good. Zijn toch hard te vinden? Wat ben je mee? Wat doe ik aan je? Zie je, jullie realize nemen. Not your way is one. I'm sorry for that.
This watcher says, you are eating some word E.
I'm sorry. So sorry, I shouldn't. Excelente festa. A minha família começou ainda. E já vai ver, e não vai sangue. E já é isso correto. E já é isso correto. Aí eu não. E você sabe, não tô dizendo, né? Você é real. Hier is het Taoyuan We're. Zo Halcyon Days. Hier verschiffen de ramen. Wat waren allemaal weer. En dat is nog een keer weer verzaaien. SYLViE. Wie zo is het, hè? Wat van de woorden, how can you survive? You have to be careful saying you have to have your house, you know, gewoon, you know. Zo zijn ze vierste, lopen zij ze en heb je ze dan weer? Ja, dat is zo weinig. Maar je weet het zijn dat ze alleen dingen komen en die vader was heel net dan kun je spelen. Je kan naar rijden. Nee, even voelen, I'm sorry. En je loopt daarheen. En je zijn hier. Nee, sorry. This young one, but she's here. Just as a down first. If you're feeling the hurry to get better, we are for the rest together. If I don't wait, you're so gentle. You're so gentle. I love them. Je zeggen familie. Je van heel jaren. Is het zo niet waar? Ja. Oké, zo weet je jaren. Zo weet je jaren. Zo van morgen. Ja, wij hebben het weer van jaren. Je know, wat ga je iedereen zeggen? Oké. Ik ga wel eens iedereen zeggen. Gaan we zo bezig? Oh, sorry, je bent heel oud. Je weet gewoon, je bent ook niet verwachten. Je bent heel ik vind jou heel gezellig hier. Want nou, en is er nog gelijk aan je besluiten. En jij nog zei, je gaat niet, nou, met je vrienden. Weet je wat, Sarah? Een video. Hij weet nou worden, wat je voor je uitrijden. Achterin gaat regenen. Uitrijden. En vooral niet. Ja, veel zeker. Ja, nee, is het goed. Ik kan vinden dat wel weer.
Heliosibus Watcher says, how much is long this intro?
Alors gaat zo. Wil je zeggen, en nu tweet. Jullie de vissen gaan wel weg. Rafsaia, I am sorry for some to ask you. Cute. Exactly, we are big users. about you. Hier is de 4 dan gaat je zeggen, wat jij op hier? Dan moet je eerst jezelf verder. Zijn we gewoon uit je grenzen. Ja, even de eerste mannen. Ze reizen hier. Die stranger to destiny. Zet er nou eens zien wat hij wie dat je van mij, wie dat je zei, je hoeft je voorwaarden. Om die ging je. Ga reizen nou. Even, je moest die fijne. Hier zie je de vriendje verrassen. Nu moet je de stad weer aan je voorzeggen. Dat zijn wel goed liefde. Je is niet anders in de wie te maken. En deze herde, de waarin veel weg van liefde voor jou. Dat je het. Moesje, je ziet een moesje. Moesje. Wij vergen nog wel weer wagen af te houden. Hiermee weer de laatste wonen. Nee maar, zeven weet. Zeven lastig.
Twitchy says, haha.
Moesten weet je bent. Oké, en dan weer een geluidje. Het was een heel leuk. Je kan je even worden. En je was een jaren. Toen is je vaste echtvader. Was ze je hebben zagen. Hier waren vrienden. Maar we vergeten wel allemaal. En toen was wij dan in de feestje bij jou in de voorstelste. Oké. Zeg maar, zou je hebben hier zijn toch? Ja, die heb je dan wel doen. Als je jij zo fietsen, dan zo ze worden, dan zul je verlaten. Yes, mij zeggen. Yes, miljarden, I don't know. I will een beetje your zetten. I guess you are right to I'm right to zetten. Cliënt zeggen. Zijn we reactie horen? Je waren. Oké, ga jij over? Oké, weer ga jij daar. Ik ga maar weer zeven. Hoe gaan daar?
Twitchy Dibbles says, I love the Stardew intro, but this one was also great.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Okay, we have a test. Oh, claro, Wacht even. Weer verder. Weer verder. Oh, en vast. Maar jij is niet veranderd. En zou je glas bij je dragen? Zou je jij nog zetten? Kom maar even eens aan de wonder. Ben je nog zo vrij? En je wil je handen toch hier. Oké. Kom maar gaan we rijden. Is dat niet Is dat niet allemaal wenen? Oh. Thank you. Don't you have Thank you. En zo is het. Oh, oké. Oh ja, ik heb okay. We have so many items. Oh my god. Can we use these? Wow. So many. Thank you for your help. Wat zijn we hier zoveel ruimte? Oké. Kijk maar, niet heel dry. Ik ga even overstappen. Ah, oké. Ja. Jullie zijn te slim. Jullie zijn te slim voor me. Anything. Oké, dus weet je weer een ruimte? Weer een ruimte toe.
Elizabeth Watcher says, didn't understand anything of the last word. Not even Heliosabus Watcher says, more slowly.
Okay. Kasi ini juga sudah sabar. Lagi sabar. I have no idea.
Twitchy Dibbles says, do you have a map?
I think so. Zakok. It's close.
You so gentle of you. Thank you. Kom, lessen. Even kijken. Kijk eens wel hier. Zwarte jaren. Houdt een beetje te. Ja, voor hem een beetje. Geloof ergens over me toch? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ramsey. I mean, your music too. Okay. It's okay, it's just a child. Sorry. I'm so sorry for that. It's a child. It's alright. Thank you for your understanding. I'm very ready to the first. Is he right? Yeah. Jezus, dan niet vergeten. Ik kan je niet verrassen. Zo. Ik zeg, je zou willen staan. Ik vind je zo niet. Maar je zegt, ja, je was hier. Dan jij, en je was zo mensen. Dus,
Liking the chili vibe so far?
People
Remember to
Alrawadi
follow
ask
this
Yang
fun
me
for more
stuff.
chili time together. Degree SYLViE loves your company and even bun
WXD.
lurkers are welcomed. Oh at Carrot-O.
thank you. Thank you.
Twitchy Dibbles says, they're also nice.
A lot, love.
We are zeggen, kunnen zo rijden. Maar
Twitchy Dibbles says, whenever you feel like reading the text, it helps me learn to understand your voice better.
je zeggen, is oké. I mean, I can't just don't want you to be for myself just understand. So if you struggle, hear me. Just tell me, I will use it. Yeah, yes, yes, it's a lot. Okay, I know. Ja, hier is het zo verrijzen. Waarom wil je als de nederige? Ben je verstaan als ze die varen? En je hebt wel niet mee, heb je dat hier? En jij was er vandaag. Jullie dat ze rijden nog weer. Stel je maar zelf mee, vinden ze zo gaan. En wat is die heel lang jij? Komen bij jou weer uit. Maar dat zien we weer bij jou timen. Böyle yakanlı. İşte ben canım. Gidiyor sakıyordu. Hey abi yanım. Koşuyorsun lan o iyisi. Yok yakaladım. Okay, jump here. Hey, you feeling better now? I really wanted to come and visit you. But there have been so many things. We got some... I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Moody, just a friend of the house. Oh, right. I'm not going to do anything. Say what you just forever. I'm so sorry.
Twitchy Dibbles says, gift means eventual marriage, right? Smile.
Yeah, I guess it's her. Yeah. Hey, I wonder what it is who's the man with the coffee today? Can we go to the facts? I have a video. Hey, I get off here, so young. Every father, if you get the answer, just a father and ask me. You must be serious, right? That's what you are, you tell you. Entonces, ¿cómo vives su baile? Yo fui en la silla sobre y se dio la juca. Ella se salió de baile, cuando vi a cegarlo. Ella se salió y baile de la silla y de montaña. Ella se enseguida de baile. Antes de baile de negra. Después de la silla de gift. Ah.
90H. Add. Let's wait, love.
Okay. I need to come back. My voice. My voice.
Heliosibus Watcher says, say you. Heliosibus Watcher says, and continue.
Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Huh? Did you not do it? I'm okay, sorry. Is it here? Are you okay? Even hij was de verificatie. I mean, we was the attack the real no better. Dan hier. Yeah. Yes, move, I say. Hey, me, says young is that. If you're a flying, that's the eyes, that's the sort of flying. You put the eyes of feet, and then, so you see, no, Marie, my house. Thank you, it's a real stranger. Do you need to say no? Is het hier, ja? Alsjeblieft, je handjes wezen weer. Is het je fijn als Richard? Hij wil je vast voor mij even mismerken en not te laten beginnen, zo. Dus is het jou en tell me all about it. Alright, just give it us. The young one makes me here when you pass a fire, so usually for me off the coffee. Fine, you talk first. Later, dan weten. Ja, hè? En dan van jullie wanneer dat zet je voeten. Hier is de vraag. En wie hoor? Kijk, de bejaarden. De bejaarden. Hij vindt je aan laten. Dan vangen we deze, oké? En jij bent even wel, ja? En je ziet je niet meer verwijden. Hij is zo rechts. Je just zegt je weer aanroeren. Ja, wat wil je nou laten? Ja, wat is er dan over gegaan? Die jongen van je hier graag zien. Maar hij heeft iedere reizen. Moet je jou durven bijden. Dus we zijn heel goed vrouwen. Die weet je voor zijn geweten. Heb je je alles geweten? Dan zijn ze in de midden en dan zijn je net te vrouw. Ga je even weer soms zitten? Nou, dat is niet helemaal. Zie je, heb ik een vriendje. Wil je zo van een vriend? Zie je niet? Hé, wat wil je doen? Nee, dat zie je. Dat zijn je. Maar we zijn wel vrienden. Zo zie je. Wat vind je nou? Ik kies je een vriendje van je. Die vraag was, die we bij warm leggen. Nooit weten, nooit weten. Ja, zo is het van jou. En dan is het weer te voeten. Ja, van zo. Maar even niet, dat straks zo riep. Ik ben even zo gaan wachten. En dan heb je zo aan je zien. 是一直比较无聊。
He truly is rude LMAO.
If I just give you a ceasefire, wouldn't I be encouraged residents?
Twitchy Dibbles says, his old lady will sort him out.
I was telling you. Well,
Furious Abyss Watcher says, well, you have T option with a beard like this. Rude or wise?
Literally married couple talk.
Yeah, you see, I was just so I can tell you, never raised the gospel for you, like backseating. If you're racist, so why you have short for something, and you're saying it. Sorry, you don't have the money. We don't have the money. In this game. Okay. I'm not talking about refugees. I just want to get some for you. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to talk to you last summer. It's up to you to whether you need to run out. Take it easy. Så tror jag om jag inte tänker mig om jag så långa sidor det var inte gärna för framgång. Det är väl jag liksom klar för vad ska jag säga så. Okej, vad ska jag göra?
Big tutorial wall of text.
Okay.
Twitchy Dibbles says, seems like perfectly normal conversation to me.
Okay. I guess. Thank you. Yeah, you're on the finger. I say you're on the finger. Okay. These are getting difficult. It wasn't also so bad. I didn't know what to write. So I found some commonplace. See, you're coming in the window. Looking up. I see, I know that husband is something better. We got to so many stuff. Yeah. Okay, we gotta go back. Okay, where is the video? Okay. Okay. Okay, you have space. We have a done 5. Okay. Seriously? Okay. You have 58. Okay. Okay.
Lurking buns are welcome here. Oh, please try to redeem some commands and keep the stream open in picture-in-picture option. Otherwise you won't be counted as a viewer, unfortunately. Less than _ greater than.
Alright, wait. Okay. I can't see anything. Yeah, Fisso. Anche questo fisso. Vai. Okay. Okay. It's a now. I also here.
This watcher says, you need the screen for this moment like putting on Pyoto.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, he's looking at oh,
Helios, this watcher says, it will be fun.
Okay, I see you. Oh, we see your finger. Yeah, wait.
Poyato is my adaptive controller XD. We called it like in a affectionate way, lol.
Twitchy Dibbles says, I see, D.
QB reference. QB reference.
Heliosibus Watcher says, I decide to call like that.
Ja, je kan niet zo van je op te gaan. Hij doet je eigen keer weer. En jij eigen keer weer laten. Ja, je vergelijkt zo niet in je werk. Je zegt verrijden er. En van wie je wezen, hoe je gaat zo zeggen, je gaat je voorstellen. Wat wil? Hier is je wielkind. Recessen. We gaan maar zeggen. Dus je vergeet al niet te vinden. Zie zeggen is de waarde. Dus ik zal met je fietsen zo geven. De fietsen, waar is de reizen? Je vertellen eruit van de gedaan. Ja, cijfer, je woont cijfer te worry. Ik vind niet een recessen gedaan. We gaan maar zeggen. De beste kant vind ik dan niet. In de future is er niet een beetje jou. Maar wil je nou sorry zeggen? Dus je was ook veel helemaal weten. Je zijn woorden dat je staat. Best elkaar dat zijn je video's. You know what? I can't tell if I have to. For right is away, you answer. It's not so sorry. Take a few, I don't know if you can someone. Someone, I see signs up. She said, you're funny, so I feel like you have some. Why do you feel so back on me? I can't remember. I can't remember. But you will suffer. Ja, ik zou als je vindt mij. En jij wil je zangen. Hij zei zo te leven. Hij zie hem. Hij zie mij laten. Oké. Dat is een beetje te saai. Oké, dan... Waar was de vriend vergeten? Oké. Die waren zacht. Koffie. Koffie servieren. Dan woordvoeren. Dat is een rechtse.
Voice Doko. Got a TDS for a bit, love.
Heliosibus Watcher says, Ogok. SYLViE is unfortunately chronically ill, so cannot speak by voice too much. She'll answer to chat as soon as possible via TTS. Oh. Twitchy Dibbles says, Pat overload.
Thanks. I'm so sorry. Hate losing it like that x.x.
Twitchy Dibbles says, it's really no problem, it's still chilly vibes in here.
I'm glad, love. True planning is useful.
Twitchy Dibbles says, just saw your note, I love it haha.
Hehe, love, gotta warn accordingly. True. WW. Wish everyone was this kin.
Twitchy Dibbles says, Amen.
Go train and beat him at a power context. I support you. A. The map says here. Where? Got it?
Twitchy Dibbles says, D.
Well. The shortest someone talked to me. Thank you XD.
Remember to be kind to each other, dear buns. Ovino, follow the rules so we all can have the best experience possible. If in doubt, you can find the rules in our panels or in the live description. Twitchy Dibbles says, is the mini game to learn the recipe or to cook the dish?
No idea. LOL. Oh. I like these ones. Oh my XD. Okay.
Twitchy Dibbles says, nice one.
It's to learn.
Twitchy Dibbles says, what did it do?
It teached us chests.
Twitchy Dibbles says, that's great, I like it not just being automatic from reading. Twitchy Dibbles says, assuming the hardware is cooperating.
Spoiler. It's not. XD.
Twitchy Dibbles says, can you rebind the mouse one key to something easier to press?
Apparently not. Guess I have to enable skipping the cooking.
Twitchy Dibbles says, it's mainframe all over again.
No choice /3. At least I could skip.
Twitchy Dibbles says, it's good that there's a setting at least. Kenzum Oda says, greetings.
Fantasy life was a nightmare LMAO. Ken. Hello.
Kenzum Oda says, hello. Twitchy Dibbles says, heya.
We're farming in China today.
Kenzum Oda says, hopefully I made it with enough time to spare.
How are you?
Kenzum Oda says, at SYLViE, yes. The land of my grandfather. Kenzum Oda says, at SYLViE sleepy. A bit worried since I got an impromptu job interview earlier while I was working out. Hoping that turns out for the best.
Oh, were they Chinese?
Kenzum Oda says, trying to do other stuff and hobbies but failing miserably lol.
Gone but Ken for the job.
Kenzum Oda says, at SYLViE according to my mother, my grandfather, her dad, was from the mainland. But they weren't as fluent as he was. My grandma, her mom, was not Chinese. Kenzum Oda says, unfortunately, they don't know which part of the mainland.
Welp, Chinese is pretty hard. Like, seriously hard. So no surprised if he left young.
Kenzum Oda says, yeah. I learned some in university. Didn't get to use it in my previous work so it fell off for me. Kenzum Oda says, but at least I can now recognize some kanji but I have no idea how to pronounce for both Mandarin and Japanese lol.
Isn't mandering different from the main one too?
Kenzum Oda says, so, and I could be very wrong about this, Mandarin Chinese is more or less the modern standard Chinese. Then depending on where you are, it's either written in simplified or traditional Chinese.
Yet I remember simplified one exists. Had a friend who spoke it.
Kenzum Oda says, the Chinese I am not really familiar with anymore but learned in college was not Mandarin. It was Hokkien, which is a variety of Chinese used here in the PH, and it uses traditional Chinese.
But I remember often people cannot understand one another xd.
Kenzum Oda says, yeah, that sounds about right.
I remember Selen and Enna's case where the two were unable to talk lol.
Kenzum Oda says, for example, Mandarin is different from Hokkien and Cantonese is an example. Hello SYLViE, how have you been?
Hello.
Kenzum Oda says, Mandarin is what you
How are
probably
you?
learn in most parts of the world if you take a course or something.
I'm mute as a fish today. How about you? XD. Cantonese, is that different?
Kenzum Oda says, if you want to talk to people in Taiwan and parts of Southeast Asia by not using Mandarin, you learn Hokkien. If you want to talk to people in Hong Kong without using Mandarin, you use Cantonese. Kenzum Oda says, yes, Cantonese is different. I'm good, thanks. I have not long got home from work. So I'm a little tired, but other than that I am all good. Kenzum Oda says, think of it like different pronunciations for characters.
I'm glad to hear so, love. Oh, like our dialects.
Kenzum Oda says, it's like Mandarin has its own words for stuff. Same goes for Hokkien and Cantonese. If they are using the same words, there's probably a historical reasoning for that. Kenzum Oda says, at best, it's just different pronunciations. At worst, really different words entirely. Kenzum Oda says, and most of the time, it's really different words entirely.
Can imagine speaking between different regions XD.
I find Asian languages easier to learn than ones like Italian, Spanish or French, as there isn't much masculine and feminine terms. Liking the chilly vibe so far? Remember to follow this bun for more chilly time together. Degree SYLViE loves your company, and even bun lurkers are welcomed. Oh, at Carito.
Italian is probably one of the hardest to learn.
Twitchy Dibbles says, I'm from Sweden and it sounds like the difference between the Nordic countries, but at least then they're different countries.
Italian has like a dialect per region. So can relate XD.
Kenzum Oda says, at Alistair, honestly, if you can honestly get past the whole masculine feminine neuter stuff in European languages, it gets easier to learn and understand. I know a little bit of Italian, but not a lot.
Italian has verbs, punctuation quirks. Words who are different per region.
Kenzum Oda says, TBF, I'm kinda cheating since Filipino borrows heavily from Spanish. So getting over that hurdle of EU language learning has been manageable for me, that if I try to learn German, and I don't really question stuff as much anymore.
Female male wording. It's a nightmare XDJ. Also yet. Like Italians find Japanese easier.
Kenzum Oda says, masculine, feminine, and neuter. Made me lose my mind as a guy who originally only knew how to speak Filipino and English.
We have male female, third person neutral, third person female and plural neutral. Each have a purpose, so, yikes.
I have a weird brain, it works differently to most people's. I just don't get masculinity and femininity in languages. Like, why does it matter?
Here depends.
Kenzum Oda says, also, if you can learn at least one of the Romance languages, Spanish, Italian, French, Romanian, it gets easier to learn or understand the other.
To us, female is usually our formal one.
Kenzum Oda says, at Alistair, I don't know the reason for that either. Probably have some historical linguistic reasons for it.
Male is often seen as almost rude. So when using neutral we default to third pronoun female.
Kenzum Oda says, at SYLViE in Spanish, as far as I understand, there's nothing like male is often rude and female is for formalities. It just is XD.
Kinda XD. But like.
Kenzum Oda says, same thing for Deutsch.
Imagine me as Italian using neutral pronouns.
I can read Spanish, Italian, etc. fairly easily. But I don't always understand the grammar concepts. Kenzum Oda says, at SYLViE I guess Twitter would be happy. Kenzum Oda says, lol.
I take like 2 minutes to remember they / them exist XD. Oh, Italian isn't hard to read. Dialects, however. Thank you.
Kenzum Oda says, I don't even bother with dialects until I understand the standard language. Kenzum Oda says, Basta. It just is XD. Kenzum Oda says, that's my approach to language learning most of the time. I think it's my ADHD and autism not liking how some rules contradict others and seem pointless in my non-native opinion, if that makes sense. Nikki Wallach says, I'm at the barber shop. Nikki Wallach says, so I'm patting from here.
Pats are appreciated. No, it's understandable.
Fresh Triumph. Kenzum Oda says, cause as someone who can use English with fluency, there's a lot of things about it that I hate. Like in terms of phonology, contradictions and rules, etc. Ha ha ha ha ha.
It's just English to us isn't easy. Basta to us is a Kabata XD. And it's only in the south.
Although English has its own ones, but as I am from England I understand the social rules over the grammar, I guess.
Yeah, you default to them. Love is normal.
Kenzum Oda says, you're a native English speaker. That makes a lot more sense and in context to the difficulties you get.
GHMHM.
Kenzum Oda says, I mean, for what it's worth. When I was learning English back then and I wasn't this fluent, there's a lot of things that I hated learning it. Kenzum Oda says, so it is definitely normal.
Italians for reasons like Japanese for pronunciation. It's basically the same as Italian.
Kenzum Oda says, humans tend to cling to what is familiar to them instead of new experiences. The same applies for language learning. Kenzum Oda says, at SYLViE will you pronounce the word how it is spelled, I presume?
Kinda.
Kenzum Oda says, cause that's Spanish and also Filipino and I love Spanish for a text D.
Lika, to us K is che.
Yes, I am from England. I find Japanese easy to pronounce as it's like if you pronounce an O like O, then any O's in the word must be pronounced the same.
NWA to us is literally UAXD.
Kenzum Oda says, to Spanish and Filipino, how it's spelled, that's how it's pronounced. No guessing about it.
We find it pretty comfy. Yeah, pretty much. We're fluent in English 'cause we're tufted from elementary school.
Kenzum Oda says, at SYLViE same. And it's very syllable based, so you can break words down. For example, konbanwa is broken into konbanwa.
Oh, true, that helps.
Kenzum Oda says, technically, N is its own character, but potatoes potatoes.
I forgot how we break words in Italian. Haha. I'm to a point I remember English words more than my own ones. Kind of a meme.
Kenzum Oda says, if you use English more than the native language, that's bound to happen. I dropped my foreign languages in secondary school as I wasn't doing well in any of my key subjects, plus I didn't like French, Spanish or German, so they let me do extra in sport lessons.
Fish.
Oh, you got something. Degree.
Here you gotta learn it or you repeat the year. OMG LMAOXD. That was a pretty lucky catch.
What the heck?
Just a legendary fish LOL.
In the UK they don't make you repeat a year unless there is a really good reason, like a really bad learning disability. Kenzum Oda says, we're taught English since grade school. About the same case as yours, SYLViE, we need to pass it or else you repeat a year. It's only in college/university that if you fail English, you gotta repeat the unit. Same goes for the foreign language elective. You can't get a bachelor's degree here without passing them. And that was the best catch I think we've had.
Yep. I was especially fluent. So I never had troubles. But my classmates had.
Kenzum Oda says, same. It clicked for me immediately since grade school.
If there is a learning disability here, you get your own teacher in class. So they follow you on your own to jelp.
Kenzum Oda says, same. If you have something like that, you're not in the normal classes.
No, here you are in normal class. Just have a teacher for you. Who stays only for helping.
I did go to an after-school club that was learning Japanese. I enjoyed it and caught on quite well. It just sucked that I was the eldest there and most people were younger Asian kids. Kenzum Oda says, for us, in most case, you don't join the normal classes. If the school is well off and well known, they probably have guidance counselors who specialized in students who had learning disabilities. If not, then it's extra time after school. Kenzum Oda says, but again, this depends on how much budget
I
and
would have
well-known
loved
the
to see
school is.
foreigners at
I'd
school.
say 9 times out of 10, most don't know how to handle stuff like that really, so you're in the normal classes for better or for worse. Lurking buns are welcome here.
Classmates
please
were
try to redeem some
rude.
commands and keep the stream open in picture-in-picture option. Otherwise you won't be counted as a viewer, unfortunately. Less than _ greater than. In the UK they may give you a teaching assistant, but if you have what's called an EHCP you get lots of extra things as well. When I sat my exams I got 25% extra time, which was optional as scribe.
I had a focused teacher too, but who would come here at home. We had video calls in class.
And reader for actually writing the answers, but I had to say what I would write.
Yes, similar to me. Even though it's a physical illness. I need help.
I almost got kicked out of school, and the school were so surprised when I got A in all sciences and C in almost everything else, as I wasn't expected to get amazingly good grades, but I did, so it proves. If you level the playing field, everyone can do well.
YEEEE pretty underestimated, yet. In my case, I simply was good enough to rarely get a bad grade. Except, well, math. Ugh, math.
Kenzum Oda says, not to sound pessimistic or nihilistic, but at the end of the day, schools and educational institutions are businesses. So how they view students vary so much.
Oh no, here is just society. Like my illness is only physical, yet they think I cannot understand by default.
Like I went from getting F's in almost everything as my answers were unreadable at best, so who knows, I may have actually been getting A's with what I was doing. Kenzum Oda says, I mean it's also how it is for us. But depending on the school and the degree, it also gets very capitalistic.
Which is strangely I was well accepted, but that's very rare.
That's because you're a lovely person.
Doing my best, love. But no, I was just followed very well. Had marvelous teachers. Just awful classmates. Which seems the norm. Ah. So kind.
W0/.
Hello.
I was accepted by my peers when in primary school, but in secondary school I don't know why, but I was the bullied kid until I decided to deal with things myself instead of trusting the school system.
Welcome, love.
Cute model you got there. Nice to meet you.
Nick, to meet you too. Kids can be cruel during school, but I'm glad you were accepted, love.
That's why I was almost kicked it, as I was always fighting people as I had enough. I was at my limit mentally. Also hello at Otavsc Turna. Hello too. In the end I was at least respected.
Hope you can
Helios
chill
this
with us a
watcher
little,
says,
Tavi.
hello everyone.
Oh, Helios is alive.
Helios this watcher says, was I dead? Kenzum Oda says, hey Helios.
Yep. XD.
Helios this watcher says, no, I was listening as always. I was the literal definition of F around and find out. Hello Helios. SYLViE is unfortunately chronically ill, so cannot speak by voice too much. She'll answer to chat as soon as possible via TTS. Oh. Helios this watcher says, as.
I'm too much of a softie /3. I rarely argued or anything.
Helios this watcher says, I just avoid talk about schooled, that's all.
PFFF. Yet. That's you. XD. food.
I'm a lot tamer now, as I think it was just all of us being immature. However, I do still come across the odd jerk at work I have to educate. I just don't resort to violence as fast now. In like a guard dog.
Which is good. I'm all for democracy. I might make rough jokes as responses to bullying, lol. So people just STFU after a bit.
I will give multiple warning, but if you push too much I will bite you, if you get what I mean. Yeah, I didn't have that in me in school, lol.
And be very mean with words. Helios knows XD. But I rarely do so. I truly must get a lot angry.
Helios Watcher says, I just ignore you like if you were dead to my eye. Helios Watcher says, I consider more. Helios Watcher says, fly then some level at that point?
Wow. Rude guy.
Well, if there is one thing I try my best not to do, it's to draw the wrath of woman, as that is something I don't like being on the end of.
Ah, he has a crush. Women on period are dangerous, remember. I am.
Who has a crush?
The cook.
Yeah, my ex treated me like garbage for no reason on her period. Well, they say the key to someone's heart is through their stomach. Hence her being an ex.
I mean, wish it was true. XD. IJST get very cuddly. Like, a lot. Way too much cuddly.
Remember to be kind to each other, dear buns. Ovino, follow the rules so we all can have the best experience possible. If in doubt, you can find the rules in our panels or in the live description. Like, I get it, you're in pain, but when I try to help and do what you say, you moan at me. I didn't get it. I don't mind being clingy though, just not uncalled rudeness or anger.
Usually sweets and cuddles help. Choco helps a lot.
So I spoke with her and it resulted in us not being able to make a reasonable compromise of any kind, so I said look, it ain't gonna work, and I think it was the right choice. I'm happy now. I like chocolate too. If I'm upset it makes me happy. Well, happier.
If you couldn't handle it, yep, nice call. Also Choco, I cure to everything bad, hehe. Cruella de Vil, is this you? Like. Very good hair. XD.
No, it's Todoroki's daughter.
PFFF. CHINESE-IT.
I think multicolored hair looks better than one color as long as it is done well.
Depends on the gradient for me. Or the color choice. Okay. Better switch for today, love.
Heliosibus Watcher says, Ogok. Like if it's blonde hair it should be in like a pastel color, but black any clashing color works I think.
Hehe, love. Oh, blonde hair works with many colors. I just tend on anything working good with black. As my hair are very dark. Wait, let me take some water too. Okay. So. The game was very cool. I just am not good at minigames XD.
Kenzum Oda says, at SYLViE U4 win, JK.
PFFF, you truly want me to go to a therapist? Can XD. Both me and Helios XD.
Helios Abyss Watcher says, EU4. Kenzum Oda says, oi, you bought the game of your own volition XD, we better not waste those euros XD backslash.
It's a managerial GAME1.
Kenzum Oda says, all I did was share my crazy N-word playthroughs in the server XD.
Like civilization.
Helios Abyss Watcher says, what the hell are you talking about? Kenzum Oda says, no it's not. It's a map painting game, where your map color is the best color, against everyone's wishes.
PFFF. XDD.
Helios Abyss Watcher says, I prefer play Hello Kitty Kart.
Okay, that's a cool way to
Helios Abyss
put.
Watcher says, no THX.
SHHH. You'll assist me as a governor. Because yes XD.
Kenzum Oda says, I will. I've been offering that since day 1 XD.
Time to instate a Senate-like gameplay XD. Imagine.
Kenzum Oda says, I've shared like what? 4 playthroughs before I lost my mind to EU5 XD. Kenzum Oda says, at SYLViE also in EU4, you can have multiple people play the same country.
I saw you in EU4 Lie. Yesterday? I was like, oh no.
Kenzum Oda says, a local friend and I did it with an Austria run. It was glorious.
Oh Yoya can co-op?
Kenzum Oda says, at SYLViE yeah, that was last Saturday. I didn't want to play EU5. The mechanics in the current patch was just forked. Kenzum Oda says, at SYLViE yeah. You can co-op by choosing the same country. Or you can play different countries. We did a co-op test run with Austria. We got too strong in the first 10 years.
I mean, if you are willing to guide me through our gameplay of it, well, we can do it together. I believe it will be very fun to watch. Oh, wait, I don't have any countries you can do in Europe before.
Kenzum Oda says, yeah, I'm open to it.
You know we are gonna do it. The moment you have to go doing it easier than the sections.
Kenzum Oda says, don't expect D-sickness to happen.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm used to it. I'm used to the Sims.
Kenzum Oda says, so not sure how good it is a streaming game.
I mean, we have a lot of fun. The worst that can happen is the end of year and go offline. I don't just I remember. It's time to play the other live game. I went offline without even noticing. It was such a meme.
Kenzum Oda says, yeah, maybe doing it offline as a test would be a good decision for now.
And then I just want to your knowledge. That's my knowledge.
Thanks for the stream, SYLViE, I have enjoyed it.
I'm sorry.
Kenzum Oda says, besides, EU5 is popping off too hard still as streaming and video content, so kinda hard to go back to EU for a while.
People are playing it.
Kenzum Oda says, thanks for being here at Alistair.
Thank you for your company. You really appreciate it. You're not really actually a chitchat. Why are you playing?
Kenzum Oda says, people make content of EU5 even if the current patch state is not so good, to say the least.
Oh, what do you mean? When it's not so good? What did you do? Actually, how did you do it? More than it was for the tutorial. I remember the tutorial being a bit better, no?
Kenzum Oda says, the in-game economy system is borked. There is an iron lumber tools deficiency in any playthrough. Kenzum Oda says, that's one of the many problems of EU5's current patch.
So basically you have the problems we do better? Okay, that's actually general resources, so I see the problem. I do see the problem. Wait.
Kenzum Oda says, yeah, but in EU4, there's nothing like that.
I mean, isn't the EU4 very much harder, very much more solid because of that? I mean, all the games tend to be a bit more solid, usually. So I wanted to be surprised. If you thought it was a bit more solid as well.
Kenzum Oda says, yeah, and EU4 is simpler than EU5, which is probably still overwhelming for most people XD. Heliosibus Watcher says, still no one told me what UE is. The entire name.
It's actually Europe.
Kenzum Oda says, and yes, TBF to EU5, EU4 was supported for like 10 years I think.
Yes, it wasn't much. Come on, it's pretty old. And then I can see what it was overwhelming.
Kenzum Oda says, and EU5 has only been out for half a year, so it can only get better. Hopefully.
Hopefully if je denkt gisteren wat het even dan. Met de chitchat. Yes, it's like how do I describe it? It's a Europe, the universe is what the full name of the game. Can you remember what it should have? It should just on Steam.
Heliosibus Watcher says, Bo THX.
I'm so sorry.
Kenzum Oda says, Euro Universalis is the name of the game Helios. It's basically choose a country in 1444 and paint the entire map with your country color. Like you the chilly vibes are fun? Remember to follow this fun for more chilly time together. Degree SYLViE loves your company and even bun lurkers are welcomed. Oh at Karato. Kenzum Oda says, or do stupid stuff like I do where I choose a European country and rush to China. By going through the Middle East. By force.
You were just as my father. What did you do? Oh my god, I can see you. Seems to conquer the world opera. I can see you do it. It's very fun. It's very fun to see. Well, does it ever say it, huh? Yeah, we was ever say it, huh? Just a moment.
Kenzum Oda says, don't worry, I'll teach you how to break the game once we actually get that off-stream thing going. Kenzum Oda says, at this point, it's hard not to abuse the game mechanics.
TDS Sama back. Can't wait haha. We should try find a day we can brainrot together.
Kenzum Oda says, well, I'm still unemployed so I'm currently free. Kenzum Oda says, once I become employed, whenever that is, weekends and Friday nights my time will be the best time slot.
Plus being a point and click I can play with eyes. HMHM. I agree.
Kenzum Oda says, but for now, I'm down at any time.
Oh I forgot. OT. I bought Tekken 8. XD. Solely for my Xiao love.
Kenzum Oda says, is this an invitation to play Tekken 8 XD?
Maybe XD.
Kenzum Oda says, "Cause the game is on sale right now. I am not afraid to spend some cash lamau."
It would be funny XD.
Kenzum Oda says, "For you, I am bad at it still. I'm still more of an SF6 guy XD." Kenzum Oda says, "I'll buy it later then when I wake up XD."
I mean I'll button smash anyway LMAO.
Heliosibus Watcher says, "Yeah?" Kenzum Oda says, "Just watch a Brawl Pro video. You'll be good lol."
It can't get much more worse XDDD. OHN know the goat. I still remember the live we watched.
Kenzum Oda says, "I didn't expect you to like Brawl Pro so much. It's quite endearing to say the least."
It was fun.
Kenzum Oda says, "It was."
Plus again, GOAT player XD. Toki was so fun.
Kenzum Oda says, 3 king players, a bear, and Jack Jesus.
But Brawl Pro was on another level of cheering XD. The fact I remember the Jesus meme even no XD.
Kenzum Oda says, "Stop doing alley kicks. You'll get King's Worst low nerfed." Brawl Pro. Kenzum Oda says, "At SYLViE are you a real one? Welcome to the FGC."
But it works. XD. Laughed so much XD.
Kenzum Oda says, "Lol."
I hope they do more XD. Would be a fun watch along.
Kenzum Oda says, "Well, Brawl Pro actively plays Tekken 8.
I bought only the standard NE for now.
Kenzum Oda says, "I think one of the most recent Sajam Slam was for 2XKO, the LoL fighting game." Kenzum Oda says, "And before that, it was a bunch of Street Fighter 6 ones."
LOL has one? I'm surprised.
Kenzum Oda says, at SYLViE really yeah it's called 2XKO. Everyone agrees it's a horrible name. It's a 2v2 fighter. Kenzum Oda says, you can either duo queue with a friend and control a character each, or just control both characters.
Okay, horrible name yet.
Kenzum Oda says, control both characters by a single player.
Imagine managing 2 characters. I'd go crazy XD.
Kenzum Oda says, that's doable. Have you seen Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and 3 XD? Kenzum Oda says, you have to deal with 3 characters there. Kenzum Oda says, and in the still in development game Marvel Tokon, you have a team of 4.
Yeah, my span of attention is too limited XD. Wouldn't be able to XD.
Kenzum Oda says, for you, if you get used to how insanely fast MVC 2 or 3 is, it gets easier. Kenzum Oda says, well, watching the game is easier. Kenzum Oda says, playing it? Different ball game entirely.
Watching is always easier. XD. Oh, Mombin arrived. It's time to say goodbye.
Kenzum Oda says, thank you for the stream.
Thanks to you all really.
Kenzum Oda says, I'll keep in touch in the server as usual.
Lurkers and not.
Kenzum Oda says, just say when you wanna hang out and stuff again.
Yup. Sure. Just in case anyone wanna join us. Discord. Link should have dropped on Twitch at least. Love.
Helios Abyss Watcher says, if you choose a day when I'm not at work EE. Kenzum Oda says, if someone does join us on that day, I want to say and Schuldigung in advance
SHHHOUXD. Ken. XD.
Kenzum Oda says, sorry, you're gonna hear 2 nerds go hard.
I enjoy it so XD.
Kenzum Oda says, hard in map painting. Hard in fighting games XD.
I mean he likes trying fighting ones. He might enjoy himself.
Kenzum Oda says, I hope so. Fighting games are great.
Nerding over Brawl Pro is greater though. XD. Oh, Coke Mom is staring better go XD.
Kenzum Oda says, the 1 + 2 to a 4 then reset with a heat smash XD. Kenzum Oda says, thank you for the stream.
Thank you XD. Bye Bunyai.
Kenzum Oda says, have a good rest of your day everyone. Helios this watcher says, Ogok. See you next time.
Take care everyone.